internal services in SAP S/4HANA. Direct activity allocation, manually directing cost with precision. Sometimes costs and services need to be manually transferred from one area of the business to another in SAP. Think of IT providing support hours to marketing or maintenance, dedicating time to a specific production cost center. This is where direct activity allocation comes in. It's a precise method in SAP Controlling to manually record the transfer of a specific activity like labor hours, machine hours, or service units from a sender cost object, typically a cost center, to a receiver cost object, another cost center, a production order, a project. Using the SAP Fiori app Manage Direct Activity Allocation, you can easily perform this transfer. So here's the core process. So let's do it together. So initiate allocation. So open the app and start a new allocation document. So we learn how to allocate hours of the activity type from one cost center to another cost center and display the line item that has been created by the direct allocation. Uh, let's go. So you have been asked to enter 40 hours of services provided by the cost center WC00 to cost center, another one, using the PER-S01 activity type. Use the Manage Direct Activity Allocation to post this data. After posting, review the value from by reviewing the posted document in the general ledger. So we will post a direct activity allocation. So let's go. So looking for manage direct activity allocation. Manage direct activity allocation. So again, initiate allocation, open the app and start a new allocation document. Okay. So define the transfer, specify the sender cost center where the service activity came from, and the receiver cost where the service activity was consumed. So I click on create. In the header information, enter the document header text. So, for example, I will enter direct activity demo. Okay. Ensure that the current date is entered in the journal entry date and posting date fields. Good. It's good. So, continue the explanation, the journey. Then, controlling area. In it's by default, it's A000. Again, that is we are in a public cloud, so there is a minor differences between as far as a public cloud, private cloud, and on-prem. So click in the scrolled area to display all the desired field. So do not hesitate to use the scroll bar. Okay. And then allocation item. So allocation item. Here we are. I repeat again. We define the transfer. So in the field sender cost center, we enter, for example, third direction KPC direction setup KPC1 labor. I'm looking for the right one I can use. Extrusion marketing. That's up for the project DMG. Okay. KPC 100. Okay. Then ensure that the default activity type from the sender is automatically filled. It's good. Then receiver cost center WC00. Okay. I click on enter. If you have any doubt, do not each time to click on enter to okay. So identify the activity, select the specified activity type being allocated, production labor, hours, maintained. So each point. So we have sender cost is okay, activity type okay, receiver cost. There is a sender, a receiver cost center. But you can do also in inverse. For example, I defined that the sender enter 40 in the quantity box, confirm your entry by pressing the enter key. So I define 40 hours and I click on enter. Have a look to the red bar. Blue bar, it's good. Red bar is not good. So again, that is really important that sender type activity is linked to the cost center. Don't worry, if I take the times, it's always to be sure that you have all the information, and if you have any question, I'm able to reply. So, the blue, that means it's okay. So, you can now see the total cost rate in transaction currency, amount in transaction currency, and the account to be used for the direct allocation in the allocation items section of the screen. For that, you just have to click on show more per row. So account for allocation. But if we proceed differently, this times I make a change, WC00, and then I put the same things, activity type, and the receiver cost center direction. Like this, I click on enter. You see that the account for allocation is different, and the total cost rate is different is the same that we have defined previously, 120. So continue. If it's blue, you have the quantities goods, You can add an item text, but if everything is okay, you click on create. So activity allocation document posted. So what happens when you post? SAP takes the quantity you entered for 40 hours and multiply it by the plain activity price defined for that specific activity type at the sender cost center for the relevant period. Remember setting up activity type and price. This is where they are used. Quantity 40 hours, plain price 100 euro per hour, so calculated value for 800 euro or dollars. That's the same things. SAP then automatically posts a journal entry typically. So we see this information. We have the journal entry. Debating the receiver cost with the calculated value and crediting the sender cost with the calculated value via the link secondary cost element. This accurately moves the cost based on the specific activity consumed. You can then easily verify this flow by reviewing lines in the general ledger for the secondary cost or in the cost center report for both the sender and receiver. Direct activity allocation is vital for accurately reflecting cross-department services consumption and ensuring costs land in the correct final cost object. So, can we have a look of all this information in detail? So we have the journal entry. So if I want to display the information in the journal entry, I click on journal entry. And then I click on the number of my journal entry. I click on. Okay, and I select display journal entry new version or manage journal entry. So we select manage journal entry. Don't worry, I will show you differences between both manage journal entry. So I'm just waiting that the system displays the journal entry. So after we just have to click on settings, enter cost center in the search box, confirm your entry by pressing enter to deselect cost center. Okay, and we will be able to display the information about the cost center sender is a cost center receiver. So we will be able to see the cost center WCC00 and the both cost center. Okay, I click on setting. I'm looking for sorry, cost center. Okay, and you see I see the cost center WC00 assembly and the cost center direction. So everything is good. If I go back to my home, I just note my journal entry. Okay, I go home. And if I want to display line item in general ledger, display line item, line items, line display line item entry, display manage suppliers. That is not a supplier. Line items, general. Yes, display line item in general ledger. Then ensure that the following values are entered in the respective field: ledger 0L, leading ledgers, your company code, the chart of the account, YCOA, controlling area, A000 by default, and the ledger fiscal years 2025. So ledger 0L, your company code, it's good. Statue, open key date. I removed the information like this, and I click on go. Then, okay, I enter my GL account that I've created previously. GL account 9431100 assembly working hours. I click on go. Was not the receiver company code. Open items, all items. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Be careful with the when you use a filter to be sure that you have all the information. Click statue. Click all items. Click posting date to the time from period to just have from today, for example, or this month. So we have the detail of the account 342110001 internal working. So we have the right amount. So stat is good, journal entry, secondary cost, posting date is today, is good, amount in currency, profit center, segment. Right now, you are able to do it in your system. Thank you so much.